Hi everyone, it's Alicia here from Featherweight 38. I wanted to do a quick welcome video because we have had quite a few people message me about machines and have had quite a few people liking our page, which is awesome, and thank you very much for all of your love and support. So I just kind of wanted to briefly explain a little bit about what Featherweight 38 is, what our mission and goal is here, just so that way we can just give you a warm welcome and you know what to expect. So Clickety's story, which is my 39 featherweight, is somewhere on my page. It's been a while since I made it, but his story's on there. Long story short, I purchased a 1939 Singer featherweight in April. And when we drove from Dayton, Ohio to Tennessee round trip with a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old and a lot of coffee, I brought home Clickety, and it was kind of disappointing just because he didn't have a lot of things that would have made my life a little bit easier. So his case was pretty beat up. He had a missing latch, no manual, the cord needed to be replaced. The band on him was, so-so. He had a great light bulb in him. He had a cording foot on him, no standard presser foot. And when I went to go and sew on him, everything just bound up underneath the bobbin assembly, and it was a complete mess. And I sat there and I kind of thought it was the worst decision that I had made. So I had gone somewhere with, I believe my mom or my sister or taking my daughter somewhere, and my husband was sitting at home messing with Clickety, trying to get him to work, and took him apart. And we just did a real quick kind of like glossed over, wiped down the parts, put it back together, and then he was sewing. And so it was then that I decided that this was what I wanted to learn how to do, and that this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to get these featherweights, and I wanted to provide really good customer service. I wanted to preserve history, and that's what Featherweight 38 is about. So each machine that we get, we do polish up the case. We do make sure that it has a tray, depending on if it's the Type 2 case. The Type 3 is for the latter models, so they don't have that tray on the top. But we wax the bed. Most of the time we buff out any imperfections with a little bit of rubbing compound, being careful of the decals, and then we wax it a couple of times to really get it to shine and gloss and clean it up. And we take the motor, move it to the side, clean underneath the motor. That's what Steven's actually doing now on our Centennial. And really get into the cracks and crevices to get it to the best that we possibly can. We go through and we clean the bobbin assembly, take that all apart, clean that up really well, clean out the bobbin case really well, take the upper tension unit off, clean that up, place that back on, recalibrate that, clean the chrome parts so that way they shine and sparkle. We replace any parts that need to be replaced. So we check for the bake light. If there's any cracks or it's broken or damaged, we replace that automatically. If the bed cushions are, melted or, just in really bad condition, we just go ahead and replace that as well. The light bulb's not working, we replace that. I have had a couple of questions asking if I put the LED light bulbs in there, and at the present time I don't. And the only reason why I don't is because the LED light bulbs run about $13. So to try to keep the price as reasonable as I possibly can, we just go ahead and we place just the regular light bulb in there. If you are interested in a machine and it's one of these things where we've worked it out and that is your machine, like you are going to buy it, I will still, even if I have someone buying a machine, I still post everything on Featherweight 38. But if you want the LED light bulb, I can purchase that for you if you're okay with paying the $13 for it. That's no problem. What else? Oh yes, so we change the cord out if they're damaged or have any nicks in them, just because it is electrical and we want to be on the safe side. And we do make sure that we save the original Singer plug that goes into the back of the machine, which is really neat. If the plug into the wall is capable of being saved, we do save that as well. We try to keep everything as original as possible. With the bobbin case, that's another question that I've had is it the original bobbin case? And again, the answer to that question is yes. I don't really deal a whole lot with aftermarket parts when it comes to the bobbin case, so you don't have to worry about that. So in terms of Featherweight 38 in our Facebook page, I wanted to offer and extend out customer service a step further, and I wanted to be able to show people exactly what it is that we're doing and what all goes into these machines. So anytime I get a machine, when I'm opening it up out of the packaging, I show pictures of, hey, this is our 1949 or this is our 1951. So you get to see it when it's in some pretty rough conditions, because we do get some of these machines that are pretty bad. So I do post that. I take pictures or video blogs of everything that we go through from start to finish, so you can kind of see before and after, so you can see the work that goes into it. If we're changing latches on machine cases, I'll post pictures or videos of that. When we're polishing up the cases, I'll post before and afters of that. If there's like white spots like there was on our 1941 named Rosie, I'll post a question, you know, hey, does anyone think that we can get this out, and show the before and afters of that as well. So I really try to give this a virtual tour so you can actually sit down and have a front row experience with these and basically see what it is that you're getting. In terms of pricing, we do have a baseline where we is about $375 or higher, and that's basically based off of how much I get the machine for, what parts have to go into the machine, and a little bit of profit for the labor that goes in there. All of our profit has been reinvested back into the business, so we're not, you know, making some high-end profit. We don't really make much off of them. It's really just to kind of reinvest back in so I can purchase more machines, so I have more to offer at a time. So that is basically what Featherweight 38 is all about, and I just wanted to do a really quick video blog to kind of explain that and welcome you and thank you for all the love and support, and we really appreciate having you here. So if you have any questions or concerns or want to, you know, ask anything, either drop a comment underneath the video, send me a private message, or feel free to give me a telephone call. Have a wonderful and blessed evening.